Hello everyone, and welcome to NFLHouse.com's player interview. My name is Eric Galco, owner and director for scouting for the site. Joined today by Scott McKillop, top inside linebacker prospect in Pittsburgh. Scott, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Good. Now, before you had your stat-filled 2007-2008, you were stuck behind H.B. Blades, also a former NFL draft prospect, currently with the Washington Redskins. Did you pick up anything from him, and how did being a backup at first affect you?
Well, being a backup is something, you're not used to. Each person coming out of their high school, you're facing the big man on campus. And when you come to university, there's a bunch of other athletes who are very similar to you. And it's a pretty big pill to swallow. But, I couldn't have been a better person to play behind the H.B. Blades. He kind of taught me the intangibles that goes into being a good linebacker, preparation, film study, and, what it takes to get you to the next level.
Okay, but when you got your time, you definitely exploded. In your first full season as a starter, you had 151 tackles, named to 4 different All-American teams, and 1 Big East Defensive Player of the Year. Then this past season, you had 126 tackles, 4 sacks, 2 picks, and a score. What made you so effective these past 2 seasons to put up such gaudy numbers?
I just have to hand it to my coach. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now without them. And just, it takes a lot of film study, a lot of behind-the-scenes work. And, I'm just fortunate enough to have all the payoff, and hopefully I can just continue to work hard, and hopefully in the long run, it all pays off for myself and my family.
Okay, now just after the season, you were the Senior Bowl, senior in the country. What was that experience like, and how do you feel you did?
Well, it was the first opportunity for yourself to match up against other top linebackers and top players who are seniors in the NCAA. Going into it, it's a little different to finally get to see all these players that you've read so much about, and see how well you stack up against them. And I thought I did well. I thought the game, my limited time playing, I thought I played I was pretty productive. Kind of like my career. Just productive numbers.
Okay, and as we just wrapped up the NFL Combine, which you attended, let's talk about that for a little while. How do you feel you tested and worked out?
I thought I did pretty well. I know going into it, a lot of scouts and a lot of GMs and whatnot weren't really sure how athletic I was. They all knew I could play football, but a lot of people know, how I could run from side to side, how long I could jump, how high I could jump. It's just, I thought I did a good job, going there and forgetting, put up good numbers. But no matter what I feel, I'm never ever happy with how I do, and I can always see room for improvement.
Okay, and probably the most important part of the Combine, how do you feel during the interview process?
Well, I thought during the interview process I did pretty well. It's an opportunity for yourself to talk to linebacker coach, defensive coordinators, for them to get a good understanding of your grasp of defensive knowledge, how well you pick up on things. And also it's an opportunity for them to kind of quiz you and throw in like curveball at you and see how well you can answer questions and obviously you should be as comfortable as possible.
Okay, did you notice if there's any teams that took a special liking to you or interest in you at all?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I've never had a chance to talk to my agent, but I had an opportunity to talk with probably most of the linebacker coaches, in the NFL.
Okay, now there's tons of great aspects to your game that a team will definitely want to look at when they're drafting you, especially your instinctiveness and your overall football player look and feel. What do you feel is your best attribute that will get you in an NFL rotation and possibly a starting job next season?
Well, I think my mental capacity, how I can pick up on things real quick and just have a quick understanding of the new defensive terminology. And also, when you put on the film, you can see I'm a player and I can produce. I try not to make any mistakes and miss any tackles.
Okay, and also you definitely have some great strengths, but concerns about your size and speed have been talked about. What do you feel your biggest weaknesses going into the draft, and how do you feel on improving them?
Well, I just think one of the team's concerns, some of the team's concerns about me is, as far as it might even be a 2-down linebacker, but a 3-down linebacker. That's one of the things that I've been really working on hard out here, training and whatnot, just of the coverage aspect of reading and reacting to a play. Sometimes you're going to bite hard in the run, but you got to get back quick and, cover people.
Okay, and finally, tying everything together, be a salesman for me, and me being a potential NFL suitor, that you should be one of the first inside linebackers taken in April's draft.
Well, I just think, that character issues, that they're not going to worry about, what am I doing the weekend as far as, a lot of people are expecting me, I'm looking forward to, contributing on special teams is what they want me to. If they want me to be a defensive linebacker, I'm just, willing to do whatever a team wants me. There'll be, no questions asked. Do what I'm told. I'm just trying to get better every practice, every day. I'm a better player.
Okay, great. Hey, Scott, thank you very much for joining me today. Best of luck in the whole NFL draft process, and I hope we talk about you on Sundays next season and in the future.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep, thanks again. Well, that was Scott McKillop, great overall football player and inside linebacker prospect in Pittsburgh. Thank you very much for joining me today on NFLHouse.com's player interviews. Feel free to contact me at Eric, ERIC, G, at NFLHouse.com. Thanks again.